It's time for Mr Edmonds Year! Hello, Year 10 and live studio audience. Oh, it never gets old. Sorry, I can't hear you over the crowd. I love you. It's fine, I love you too. Ladies and gents, this is the moment you waited for. Been searching in the dark, you sweat soaking through the floor.
To where you find out specific heat capacity, you do the watts, which is in the below of the kettle, you do that, which will be 2200, and then you times that by 100, because that's how much time it took to heat up, then do that, and then divide that by mass, which was 0.5, because it was 500 milliliters, it will be half a kg. And you times that by the heat change, which was 75, because it was 100 degrees, minus 25, so that, and then, so if you want to round that up, that will equal to 5866 joules.
In this experiment, I was investigating acceleration. I did this by attaching one end of the string on the car and the other end of the string on the wheel. I then added masses to the car to see how this would affect the acceleration. These are the results I got.
I have just added dishwashing soap into this to break down my cheap cells and their nuclei walls. The reason we put rubbing alcohol in is because the DNA is insoluble in it and it promotes the clustering of DNA. I have made DNA hubs in this glass and DNA is polymer made of sugar and phosphate groups joined to bases. I am officially a scientist.
Okay, so this is my video on making a rainbow in a glass. All I need to do was Skittles, water, a couple bowls, glass and a pet. And basically the reason I had to use Skittles was because they're made of a lot of sugar and that helps them to keep the layers separate. Basically the red one is less dense than the purple and that's why I stay on top, because there's a lower concentration of sugar in it, whereas the purple one has a higher concentration of sugar. Because in the purple one I use 10 Skittles and the red one I use 2. So that's half the same amount of water in each, which is how you get different concentrations. And this is the end result.
So the results of the experiment are as expected, as oil and water have different densities, so when you mix them together the water sinks to the bottom, as well as the food coloring, as it is water-based. Now, if you crumble or just put an aspirin in the cup, then all the food coloring in the water rises to the top of the cup and then it just bursts, creating the lava lamp effect in a weird way.
You need to add your gelatin powder to a measuring cup and add half a cup of boiling water. Stir until the gelatin grains dissolve. Pour the solution into a container where you want to cultivate your bacteria. Store the container in the fridge overnight so the gelatin can solidify. After some days you will see some white spots on the gelatin. These are your hand skin bacteria. Since there are nutrients in it, they can divide many times and accumulate in the container.
My son's very proud of me right now.
Okay, this is the experiment of refraction of light in water. So you have an arrow pointing to the left, and then when it's placed behind the glass of water, it changes direction. This is because of refraction, so when light enters a more dense substance, it slows down, so it changes direction slightly and bends towards the balloon.
This is the greatest idea!
So that is baking soda in the balloon, and when I add it to the vinegar in the bottle, they mix together to make an acid-base reaction. The reaction creates carbon dioxide gas that bubbles up from the mixture. The gas expands up and out of the bottle and inflates the balloon.
So as you can see, I'm demonstrating electrolysis. The pen salts are acting at my electrodes and the water and salt are acting as my electrolyte. The battery is my charge.
So at the anode, chlorine will be produced, and as you'll see, I'll do the waft test to smell it, and hydrogen is produced at the cathode.
This is the fork match in the glass balancing experiment, and the reason it works is because the center of mass is lower than the objects because of the angle of the forks, so it can balance.
So now I'm going to do the experiment. First you mix the salt with the water, just enough to fully saturate the water. Now mix. Okay, finally, now that it's done, I'm going to grab the two pencils, and I'm going to stick the ends in the water, make sure they don't touch the bottom or the sides of the glass. Now I'm going to get the battery, and I'm going to match up the positive terminal with the anode and the negative terminal with the cathode. Now I'm just going to hold it there and observe the glass as chlorine bubbles form around the pencil. Alright, now that's enough, so now I'm going to take the battery off, take the pencils out, and test for chlorine by wafting air towards my face.
For circle motion to occur, there must be a force acting inwards along the radius of the circle. This is called centripetal force. The object moves at right angles to this force.
Dynamic equilibrium only occurs in closed systems where there is no loss of reactants or products. In an open system, gases could escape, and so equilibrium would not be achieved.
The test for hydrogen is a squeaky pop.
So the order of the reflex rod is stimulus, receptor, sensory, relay, motor, effector, response.
So when light travels through a dense object, it changes direction, and the bend depends on how fast it travels in the media, and also the angle of light.
A lymphocyte is a white blood cell that defends the body against disease.
I used washing up liquid to break down the cell, and I heated it up to break it down further and denature the enzymes to extract the DNA from the kiwi. This links to our topic because genetics.
What? Bioleaching is a method of ore extraction, and it uses bacteria to remove metal compounds from ores. This, over a very long period of time, will form a leachate, and it separates the material from the rocks.
So my scientific fact is reduction takes place at the cathode and oxidation takes place at the anode.
This is the Let's see,